Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from Sunday, the 22nd of May to Saturday, the 28th of May, 2022. And this is for you coming from Aquarius. Before I begin, here's my email. Send me this email if you wish to know your next 9 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. Reading your palms is something very special I do. The palm belongs to your soul. All those changing of the lines and signs that appear at any time, they are the work of the soul. I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers during this session of 90 minutes. And I'll show you how to reach that magic inside you, which is the soul. We'll talk more about all this later in the program. You coming from Aquarius, Sunday the 22nd is going to be a very lucky 24 hours for you. Everything you say and do is going to go your way. The planets of unexpected goodness are there. So they want to give you all that wonderful good news in every way possible. So make your best, reach out to people, ask favors, send messages, and you will see that your own inventiveness included will make the morning afternoon extremely lucky for you. It's all a question of getting to touch with the right people at the right time with these kind of planets. So go meet people who can materialistically help you because most of these planets are materialistic in the morning and afternoon for you, and you'll get all that support. And you could meet people unexpectedly as well. So remain well dressed if you're going to be out. Evening and nightfall also remains wonderful. This time the creativity is going to be great. These planets make you very attractive to people. So you want to be with people with materialistic gain, not just for the fun of it all, but materialistic gain. Because I call these planets the planet of reward. And so you could be rewarded very easily for whatever purpose in the evening and nightfall. Monday, the 23rd, is an excellent morning and afternoon. Whether at work, whether in business, your speech, your actions, and the way you think is going to be superb. So say a lot, do a lot, show off your skills, especially verbal skills, writing skills, and speaking skills, and any other skills. And you will see you make very much gain for yourself in any department of your life. Have lunch with somebody, and you'll be able to convince that somebody to back you financially because I see many financial planets in the morning, afternoon. At your place of work, your mind will be excellent. If you're in business, that excellence will be there. It's the time to show off your skills. I don't like your evening and nightfall at all. I'd rather you don't be out because there are planets of people who represent people who will turn against you and you could be easily cheated or let down or somehow accidents, physical, mental, or friendliness can all suffer from accidents, which will come very quickly and suddenly. So being in safe territory, like your own home, would be much, much safer than being out. If you have to be out, plans already made. Choose your company very wisely. Bad company is seen to attract you because these planets are all negative, bad planets. They want to do something that you'll make a big mistake and a mess of. Stay home is safer. Tuesday, the 24th. This is an excellent 24 hours for you. You're going to show off your skills, which are going to be fantastic. In the morning and afternoon, the creative planets are there, and they represent that speech you have, and the thoughts you have, and the counters, all that you do. It will be encountering people who are lucky for you. So plan this morning and afternoon. If you are at work, speak to your bosses with your creative ideas. They will understand and appreciate it. If you're in business, have that magic touch. Go look for new businesses. Send out messages to look for new partnerships as well. There's a beautiful encounter with good people who are going to help you gain a lot in the morning and afternoon. It's all up to you. Chasing for the romance, go right ahead if that's all you want. At your place of work in business, show off your skills, be active. I like your evening and nightfall very much. Planets are moving much slower. When they do that, they make you a person step by step, hour by hour in the evening nightfall become luckier and luckier and luckier. You can apply that to anything. Choose the company you want. Choose what you want. Plan it smartly, and you will get that going for you in the evening nightfall. So use your skills and use your interpretation of people. and you will see that you'll go home with a lot to gain. Wednesday, the 25th, this is a bad morning and afternoon. You could be let down, you could receive very bad news wherever you are, whether in the job, the business, whether even at home, whether whatever you do. And accidents, the word accidents is everywhere. So physical accidents, emotional accidents, and verbal accidents. Say less and do less would be the better. Travel less. Remain in an area which is secure for you. Because the more you travel, the more you'll go into new territory and the more you'll expose yourself to anything. Avoid company which is bad, for lunch, for example, or you'll just be stuck with bad company and your reputation will also be affected. Evening and nightfall, many aggressive planets are there. These aggressive planets will make you aggressive. Your bad temper, your anger, and your tendency to be unfriendly. All is shown in the evening nightfall. Worse than that, these planets of secrecy are there. So you may want to do a secret contact in the evening nightfall. Don't do it because these planets will expose you as well. And that will be the problem. So your evening nightfall is full of trouble. You want to play safe with the company you keep and play safe the place you are going to be because accidents, as I say, are all over the place. Verbal accidents, financial accidents, and of course, emotional accidents. Thursday, the 26th, is a much better morning and afternoon. You're going to have that kind of a brain, which makes you very stable and very clever. The planets of knowledge, the planets of wisdom are there. So they make you very clever, very wise. So speak to people who you value. Speak to people who can help you to improve your life. The advice you get will be the one that you want. And the bonding is there. The whole morning and afternoon, the planets are bonding, which means you are getting closer and closer to the right people. So there's so much goodness in the morning and afternoon. Be smart and you will latch on to all the good things and be favored. Evening and nightfall turns just the opposite. That's how a day can change for you. Evening and nightfall, everything goes wrong. It starts with your arrogance. It starts with your bad nature. It starts with your perfectionism. It starts with your anger. So that's all you have to not do in the evening nightfall period. And if you find that the company you keep is irritating you or not worth its salt, just go home early. Or better still, just don't go out at all. That would be the safest. So from a wonderful morning afternoon, it turns to a nightmare almost. Yes, I like to dramatize it to make sure that you really see the badness of it. Friday the 21st, Friday the 27th, this is going to be an anger-filled morning and afternoon. There is something that's provoking you, or is it that you are provoking others? So be careful. Nothing good can result. These planets can make you very daring as well, financially daring, physically daring, emotionally daring. So don't be tempted to get into the trap of something that's open there, because I consider that as a very daring, bad move. These planets can make you unnecessarily too active in the physical side. So that could include the romance side of you, which is willing to take risks. Don't do it. Just focus on what your responsibilities are, wherever you are, even if you're at home, and remain free from any kind of getting into ventures or getting into partnerships. Evening and nightfall becomes a very emotional affair. These emotional planets are not against you, but they somehow make you have no focus at all. So you are focusless in the evening nightfall, and one or two of these morning anger planets will visit you. So you're focusless and you're angry. So what do? Well, don't be out is the best because there's nothing much to gain. You will have all that kind of uncertainty about you, and you may make mistakes in the emotional side as well, making a promise or making a commitment or just getting into a bad conversation with people. Saturday the 28th. This is a nasty morning and afternoon. I don't want you to be out at all if you can. More than that, I don't want you to take the lead. Don't take charge. Don't want to take the lead. Don't want to show anything about your leadership because you're going to be blamed for something or another. This blame part, this can be very bad. Your reputation is not going to go well. And these mistakes you make, you're going to create people who turn against you because I also see the planets of domination there. You may not only be arrogant, you may be dominating as well. So if you do that, you turn the morning and afternoon into the worst possible. It's all up to you. Try to remain polite. Take the soft approach. Use words which are soft, tone of voice which is soft, body language which is soft. You have to do all that to quieten these planets of ego, basically, because they make you a perfectionist. You want this and you don't want that, and you think the world should be just obedient to you. It won't be, because these are negative planets. They do that so that you fail. Evening and nightfall. Now you get very pushy and demanding. So it's not a happy day, or at least you are going to make others very unhappy as well. So what do you do? Whether morning, afternoon, evening, nightfall, let others plan it and let others take charge and just sit back quietly. Don't be too expectant of anything. Don't be stubborn and don't be provocative with your language as well, because the evening nightfall could end up becoming very, very disappointing. Now, this 90-minute session I have for you, this is going to be an interesting session based on your date of birth, time of birth, and this magic that's on your palms. This is a wonderful map of what's going to happen for you in the future. It's also a map that a palmist like me can read about your past. And so, these three areas, I'll talk to you about your next year, 9 years. It'll be based, of course, on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And your next 9 years, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. And I'll show you how to formulate your own personal lucky lottery numbers if you like to play lotteries. And I'll show you as well your lucky colors, lucky gemstones, lucky days, lucky direction. All these energies, when accumulated, that's what they do. They form an aura for you. They form that third eye activity for you. They make the soul activated for you. So that's how we help becoming luckier and luckier. And if you like to be that person who is the center of the world, you can do that. But you have got to awaken three things. You've got to activate your soul, you've got to get your third eye activated as well, and your aura to be activated. That's when the person becomes very special. And that's what I will do in this 90-minute session with you. So here's my email. Send me this email. Let's get down to getting this 90-minute session to get you back on track with whatever you want and to improve you mentally and improve you physically and spiritually as well. In the meantime, I wish you a good week. Thank you. Goodbye.